Santas in shopping centers can't be trusted with kids, which is probably why they're always accompanied by little elf helpers. I remember one time when I was very young and still believed in Santa, but I was starting to doubt his existence. My family decided we'd go to the shopping center nearby so we could get the rest of our shopping for Christmas. The area Santa was sat at caught my attention straight away. Children were telling Santa what they wanted for Christmas whilst their parents took pictures. It was actually a really beautiful setting that year. There was a line of excited children waiting to speak to the real Santa. I quickly said to my mum excitedly, "Can we go see Santa, please?" She said, "Look at that queue, we'll have to come back later. We have to do our shopping first." "Okay, but please can we see him when the line's shorter?" "Of course, you've been a very good boy this year." As we were shopping, my dad asked what I wanted for Christmas. We went in a few shops, and my parents kept asking me what I wanted. That's when I started to think that my parents gave out the presents every year and not Santa. My mum had just gotten me everything I wanted, and I saw her buy it all, so why would I tell Santa to get me the same things? I was annoyed now. I wished I hadn't found out like this that Santa wasn't real. It was almost Christmas, and the realization hit me with a lot of feelings. We were about to leave. We saw the line for Santa was a lot shorter now. My mum said, "Look baby, you can go see Santa now." I didn't want to face him at this point. The kids looked kinda scared and my Christmas magic was fading, but I went along with it anyway. So we get in line. As we got closer, I noticed Santa looked different to earlier. He was warm, fuzzy and jolly looking earlier. He looked like a completely different person. His beard was hanging off and his cheeks were now pale instead of red. I was on edge by the time we reached Santa, but nobody noticed. "Go on then baby, Santa's waiting," my mum said. I made my way to Santa. He picked me up and roughly put me on his lap. "Ho ho ho, what would you like from Santa, young man?" I was terrified I couldn't speak. "Tell Santa what you want," he said. I replied, "You're an imposter, you're not Santa." He responded with, "I can't hear you, I'm getting old, you know," I said. "You're not the real Santa." I wanted to remove his beard and show everyone as he was freaking me out. I pulled at it and suddenly his skin starts peeling off and crumbling. I could now see Santa's face underneath. It was covered in blood. He began grinning at me with disgusting mouth full of cracked teeth. A second later, he throws me on the floor and runs away. Everyone is screaming and shouting now. Security tackled him to the ground before he left the building. We later found out the Santa from before had been discovered in his van, murdered with his face missing. It had literally been cut off. We don't know why he did it, but I'll never go near a Santa again.